Hey everybody, it's Dan. Uh, kind of an impulse buy of a guitar over the weekend. Um, it was a used guitar from Guitar Center, and I don't know what to expect. I kind of know what to expect about the guitar. I just don't know what kind of condition the guitar is going to be in. So let's get it open and see what we've got here. It's in a Fender box. It's not a Fender guitar. Um, The box looks to be in pretty good shape, which is good because it's not a box in a box. It's just a bubble wrapped guitar in a box. Lots of paper. Lots of paper in there. Now to figure out how to get this bubble wrap off. All right. So what we've got is a Gretsch. It's Electromatic is the series, but they call this or an Electrojet maybe. Yeah. This is a Tiger Jet because it is a Nick 13 signature model. Nick 13 is the lead singer and the guitarist for a band called Tiger Army. He's also got a recent solo album. Looks like a really nice put together guitar, well made guitar. There's some kind of typical scratches in the finish just from playing and use. And on the pick guard, um, pretty noticeable scratch back here on the back. Um, have to see what I can do with that. It's not a big deal. A couple of scratches here on the side of the neck, but they're really just like finish surface scratches. Set neck. I'm not sure what that fretboard is made out of, but it's really interesting looking. Um, some really interesting coloring. It almost looks dirty, but I don't think that's dirt. I think that's just the finish. Um, kind of interested to see what these pickups are going to be like. Um, kind of cool little embossed G's on the control knobs. Of course, it's got a Bigsby, probably a B50 licensed Bigsby. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I think these retail for $600 or $700. I paid $300 for this one from Guitar Center. I think with taxes and shipping, it was right at $350. So definitely came in under what I thought I was going to have to pay for something like this. I've been looking at Gretsch's with Bigsby's, kind of a level up from the Gretsch that I just bought. I just bought a Streamliner a couple of weeks ago, and I really like that guitar. Seems like a really well-made, well-designed guitar. And so I started looking at this next level, step up, um, and that's when I saw this one. I didn't have any idea who Nick 13 was. Kind of glad I discovered it because as I got to listen into some of Tiger Army's music, it's pretty cool stuff. I think it's described as psychobilly on Wikipedia, I've never heard of psychobilly before, but I'm kind of digging the vibe. Nick 13, I think, has a solo album that seems a little more country, but it's a rock style country, pretty very listenable. Um, this is crafted in China. Um, I think the other one, the Streamliner that I got, was Indonesia. Just looks like some pretty basic tuners. It's a little out of tune, not terrible. I'll have another video once I get this set up and put it through some paces and see what I think about it. Let me know what you think, and if you have any experience with this model or a similar model, and if you've ever heard of Tiger Army or Nick 13. I think I'm gonna like this one. I hope so anyway. All right, I've been playing this Gretsch for about a day. I'll give you a little bit more info about it. Let's see. First thing I had to do was adjust the truss rod. It had way too much relief in it. Wasn't set up very well at all because it was lower on the low E string height than it was on the high E, and both were too low. It was like 0.85 millimeters here and about 0.95 here. So I've got it about 1.4 here and about 1.2 here. Probably stand to be a little higher. That's a good starting point. Excuse me. I cleaned the fretboard up, got it oiled. Wasn't really that dirty. This is a Laurel fingerboard, but I think it's got like some kind of dye to make it look aged. It's kind of cool looking. I don't mind it at all. Overall, the guitar's pretty nice. I opened up the back. I do like that these back panels are inset. I see a lot of people complain about guitars in this price range having just the panel stuck on the back, but these are inset, which is pretty nice. They've got full size pots, got a decent switch. I checked the impedance and the inductance on the Filtertron pickups. They are, I've never had Filtertrons before. I don't know a lot about them. They're kind of cool. They seem to be hum canceling, but they've still got a little bit of bite, more like a single coil. They're not as dark as a humbucker. So this is a thin U neck. It's a mahogany neck, measured 0.962 inches at the 12th fret, 0.86 at the first fret. It's supposed to be a thin U, but it's a little chunkier than even some of the modern C necks on Fenders, which I kind of like, a little bit of chunk. It's a chambered mahogany body with a maple cap. I haven't weighed it yet. I need to weigh it. I'll weigh it and get something on this video. The ones I've seen online are around 8.5 pounds, which is probably about normal for a Bigsby guitar. Scale length 24.75, medium jumbo frets, 1.158 nut width, synthetic nut. What else do we got here? That's probably about all the specs. Gloss black, of course. There is a scratch on the back that I showed you. I'm not sure. My first thought was this was a demo guitar, but I'm not 100% sure because it had a set of 9 to 42 strings on it, and it comes with 10 to 46. So this may have been somebody's guitar that they traded in. which also the fact that it was the setup had been, and that wasn't a factory setup, I can guarantee you. Um, Maybe they didn't like something about it once they got it. Um, the Bigsby seems to be set up pretty well. It's not, and I'll show you a video with this arch top. If you tighten these Bigsby screws all the way down, you'll warp it, and then it won't move like it's supposed to. This one is screwed down right so that it's still flat across the bottom. Um, the arm moves super easy. It returns to tune pretty well. I put some graphite on the nut. I sanded the saddles a little bit. So I like it. I like it a lot. It's a pretty guitar. It the neck feels good. You won't be able to hear anything. I'm just playing through this little practice amp here. Yeah, I think I'm going to like it. I'm pretty happy with the purchase. I think I got a good deal on it. Um, Looking forward to getting to know it a little bit better. Um, if you've wanted a Gretsch, man, the quality of these guitars is really nice. Um, Most guitars, the quality has really stepped up, but the ones with well-known name brands are just on the next level. I don't think I've said it before. The guitars are better than I am. I can promise you that. All right, my little tripod died on me there. I'll cut this off. Hope everybody has a good night. Like this video, please. Subscribe if you would. Um, Let me know what you think about this guitar. Let me know what you think about Nick 13. Never really heard of him before, but from what I've seen and what I've listened to so far, I'm kind of digging the music. Everybody have a good night. Take care.